Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We have some more Dokkan content for you today. I'm popping off today, bro. I literally 4 days niche today, 3 videos alone, bro. I'm cooking right now. There's so much shit going on. So after we fought Global decided to randomly rearrange the Super EZA for the celebration, they decided to drop both. So winning. So we have Super EZA Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on Global. I was going to say already, but as well as Goku Black. Let's not forget this man has 3 super attacks, one from 9 key, which is raising his attack by 30% for 1 turn, immense damage to the enemy. One on 11 key, which is probably the best one, which is massively raising attack by 100% and causing immense damage to the enemy. And 12 key is causing supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowering defense, so not really any self-raising SA effects there. We do have a pretty good rotation going. We can actually get every single link active by popping them in the middle. 6 links, man. Just think, years ago. When did Gotenks drop? 2016! Jesus Christ, I feel old as shit. It is 2024. This man released in 2016. Crazy. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Yeah, we can have him perfectly linked up here with his 6 links. We are starting the term with 387k attack, 171k defense. What links do we lose out on if I move them? Use Fighter and the Innocence, what do we go down to? I mean, we lose a tiny bit, like the tiniest bit. Funny enough, I can actually get him an 11 key super, so I'm going to leave him there in slot 1 with that 1 tech key sphere. And then by the time Int Gotenks starts to transform, we'll have them perfectly linked. Really? I don't actually know if we're okay, because I don't actually know what Gotenks does. This is actually the first time I'm going to read his details. I mean, we're alive. 15.2 million attack stat, though, on the 11 key super. I don't know how... Big 10 mil crit. I don't know how consistently we're going to get the 11 key. But that 100% attack he gets on 11 key, nice. Starts the turn with attack and defense plus 150, gains an additional attack plus 200% and defense plus 100% on super. That means his defense takes a massive jump. Massive jump. Superclass allies will get defense plus 33% and extreme class allies attack plus 33% for 3 turns from the character's entry turn. That's actually really nice as well. I mean, let me quickly check. Aside from Majin Buu Saga, which we are running as a team, so everyone's kind of benefiting here. You know, if we did actually do a mixture of a Majin Buu Saga team, Fat Buu, LR Buu Tanks, LR Super Buu, Fizz Kid Buu's on the team. I do have Majin Vegeta here purely for the lead because, of course, I don't have the new Goku. That's why I'm running him as just as a friend. But, do you know what, just in case, I can't be asked to restart the video if we die. Also, that's embarrassing. Just in case. Yeah, that support actually works really well for Majin Buu Saga, especially coupled with Super Fizz Kid Buu's EZA. What other teams does he go on where he could actually utilize that? I mean, Special Pose, that's another one, especially with the new LR Ginyu and Ginyu Force unit. What else do we have? Majin Buu Saga. I mean, there's actually not a lot where you're kind of utilizing both, but I mean, solid support for both Superclass and Extreme Class allies. Then he gains an additional attack and defense plus 100% when key is 11 or less. That also makes sense where our super attack was 15.2 million, I think. So, another reason why you want to hit 11 key super attack consistently and completely ignore 12 key. You then gain an additional attack and defense plus 50% of each attack performed up to 150. So we've performed 1, 2 more and that's going to be fully built up. If all allies attacking in the same turn have obtained a key sphere, chance of performing a critical hit plus 50% and damage reduction by 50% within the same turn when the character's key is 11. Okay. See, if I knew this beforehand, I would have been like 11 key no matter what. 100% you want to get Gotenks' 11 key no matter what you do, which unfortunately with Kid Buu on the team with his support, I mean the 459k attack stat, 271k defense we currently have before getting that full 150% attack and defense is nice. However, it kind of goes against us constantly wanting to get Gotenks' 11 key considering he'll have 50% damage reduction and 50% chance to crit. Just straight from having 11 key. And also while raising his attack by 100%. But 10 mil on a super attack on kind of a piss poor SA effect is still solid. All allies attacking in the same turn have obtained a key sphere. Yeah, that's easy. 50% chance to crit for that. He also has a 50% chance to dodge. Okay, I wouldn't have known that because he hasn't done it at all. Plus an additional chance of evading enemies' attack plus 33% when performing a super attack if key is 12. Damn. So, do you know what? I like that a lot. Of course, you want to get the 11 key super attack more so. There's more incentive to get the 11 key super attack because, one, you get 100% attack and defense on super. Sorry, not defense. You get 100% attack on super, which, as we saw on turn 1, 15.2 mil. Who doesn't want that? Especially if you're hitting a crit as well, which he does have built in. And because he's such an old unit, you're going to have dupes anyway. So you definitely want to hit the 11 key. But then not only that as well, we'll have 50% damage reduction, which is really nice. But then you also have incentive to get the 12 key as well. Or it's not all doom and gloom if you don't get the 11 key, because if you do get the 12 key super, he has a 50% chance to dodge anyway. And then coupled with the 11 key, that's 50% chance to dodge with 50% damage reduction and the type of damage he's doing, which is really nice. Then if you do get a 12 key super, and at first you're like, ah, shucks. It doesn't matter because you'll get an extra 33% chance to dodge, which in total takes you up to 83% chance to dodge with Gotenks, which is really nice. Obviously, again, you want to go more for the 11 key. There's a lot more benefits to doing that. But if you don't manage to get it and you get the 12 key, which is highly likely you'll do that because Gotenks just starts with so much key, or it's just so easy to get him all that key, then it's not too bad if you do get the 12 key. I like that. Can we get him 12 key now? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to try though. No, I can only get him 10. I don't want 10. I want 11. Why'd it have to be a tech key sphere? Why couldn't that be like a fizz key sphere? That would have been what I needed. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. At least Gotenks will have an 83% chance to dodge. And yeah, I actually really like this EZA. He has a lot going for him. Obviously, the dodge is all chance-based, naturally. So there'll be times where he don't dodge, even though you do have a ton of chance to dodge. But good damage output, especially on the 11 key. That 15.2 is dangerous. But he's still putting out good numbers regardless. Like 12 key literally has no SA effect that buffs him. And he's still doing just 10. Actually, 11.5 now. I just remembered he's fully built up. He's got that full attack and defense plus 150. And he's doing 11 mil, which is good. We're seeing the dodge chance come into play right there. Sick. And the 11 key, at this point, he's probably doing close to 20 mil, if not 20 mil, while having a 50%, not 50% chance, but 50% damage reduction. And then, of course, you have the super class support for defense and the extreme class support for attack. And that's only for 3 turns. That's gone by now, but still, for 3 turns, that's still decent. His EZA is good. As I said, I knew he had a super EZA coming to global. Like, I knew he already had a super EZA. I never actually took the time to read to see what it did. I didn't realize he was this good. He's very, very good. Very good. And then 9 key super attack, or sorry, 10 key super attack. No, it's from 9 key, right? The 9 key super attack, obviously you just don't really bother. It's basically 11 or 12 key or nothing. But I think Dokkan kind of took into consideration that you're probably hardly ever going to be getting the 9 key super attack because of how much key you'd have usually. Along with the orbs you pick up to then super attack. But he is very, very good. As I said, big damage output. By that point, quite late for him to have that full 150% attack and defense. We're not missing out on too much from what I've seen, but we're looking probably like close to 20 mil, if not 20 mil. The only thing that may pop up if you're fairly unlucky is kind of similar to orb placement and kind of applies to Gotenks with his super attacks, is sometimes you might not get the super attack you're looking for. You might not get 12, you may get the 11, you may want the 11, you may get the 12. At least in his passive, you kind of have incentives to go for either or. Unfortunately, if you don't get either of them, which I don't see ever happening because of the amount of key he starts with, then there's no reason to kind of use his 9 key. But again, I don't think you'll ever get that unlucky where you don't give Gotenks enough key. You'd have to put him on such a poor team and have him on such a terrible rotation that would have to happen. So no matter what, you're constantly going to be changing, depending on the orb placement of each turn or each rotation, the 11 and 12 key. which all that dodge chance, sick. The damage reduction, sick. The amount of damage he can do, I didn't realize he hit so hard. But very, very good Super EZA. The Mac Daddy of Justice, he ain't joking. He ain't taking a piss. You can let me know.
What?
That weren't English. That's how good he is. You can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's what I was meant to say. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care of the rest of your day, and peace.